Good morning, class. Welcome to day 5 of your 2-point perspective unit. Before I begin today's overview, just as a reminder, please make sure you did your art critique from yesterday's task list. If you did not, please make sure you do so. That is worth 12 points. I would hate to have anyone have an incomplete for that assignment and have it bring the grade down. You're only answering 3 questions about another peer's artwork, so if you haven't done that, please go back to yesterday's assignments and complete that as soon as possible. So your learning goal for today is to create a complex drawing using linear 2-point perspective rules. And the focus on your learning goal, as it was yesterday, is to focus on that word complex. Start adding details. You should be finished adding your structures in 2-point perspective. At this point, you should be building upon your details, whether they're doors, they're windows, they're drawers, they're benches, they're chairs, any details that'll make that space as believable as possible so that it's not just a bunch of geometric shapes laid about the paper. So make sure that that space looks real and you're just building this up as much as you can. Your essential question for the project is, how does 1-point and 2-point linear perspective help the viewer better understand the dynamics of various spaces? So that means is basically, how does linear perspective, how do those rules help us understand space better? And the answer to that is that it basically adds depth in your space. It makes you feel like you're seeing the space from a first-person perspective, from a regular vanishing point, as if we were walking down the streets of Carlisle and, seeing the things closest to us be the largest, most detailed, and things furthest away being smallest and least detailed, the hardest to see. So that's your central question. And then today for your task list, you're just going to do 2 easy things. You're just going to spend a few minutes answering your entrance ticket. Your questions for this are, what is space? And how does 2-point perspective alter the spaces between objects? So we know the buildings, the objects themselves get smaller in size, but what about the spaces between the buildings, between the objects as it goes further back? What happens to them as they go further back in the space? Please refer to the Day 1 PowerPoint for help with both of those. And then lastly, just continue working on your final project and then submit a photo of your progress for 3 points. Please make sure you're spending at least 30 minutes at home building upon your project so that your photo you submit today shows appropriate progress to show that you've been building upon your project and making it as strong as you can. Even if you think you're done, I typically advise you spend this extra time, just keep building and adding upon to it. But if you really think you are done and you can't continue anymore, you can always submit it and just type the words "my final" for your submission, and then you can always submit another photo to show that you did some kind of free drawing or activity during class today, so you at least practiced your art skills. With that said, that's everything for today. Please remember the project is due the following class period, so we have today and then 1 more class to get this done. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help however I can, and I look forward to seeing your creative projects and what you guys have been working on. Okay, bye everyone.